Call the police immediately.
I don't get it.
No idea what you're talking about. Yes? Hello? Hi, stranger.
I want ham and eggs and flapjacks with lots of butter and syrup and coffee. I'll take the coffee now.
Why have you come with me? Strange.
Where's my dough?
Good morning to Vibes and Stuff Live in the morning. It's your host, Chuck Allen, with your host, Uncle Freezy, coming to you live on January 18th, 2023. Vibrant ones. How you doing this morning? How you doing this morning?
Man, I'm good, man. How you doing?
Oh, man, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, man.
Having some cranberry juice and seltzer water mix.
Oh, what's in your cup? Let me do that. Okay. Yeah, man. Cranberry. I got a black cherry seltzer water. Bim.
Okay.
Naturally sweetened, 0 sugar, 0 calories. Yeah, man. Man, do we have
That's
a
Brooklyn,
show for y'all? Do we have a joint for y'all? DSJ is in the building. South BK is in the building. What's good, man? Hey, man.
Salute, gents.
So I want to. I talked to Chuck. So y'all, I talked to Chuck. I guess we started. Man, I've been sitting at the computer since like 7 o'clock, and I know that's no excuse for us, or for me to roll in here late. Like, you know what I'm saying, we supposed to be here at 8, but you know, just wanted to put some finishing touches on some stuff. And Chuck and I were having this conversation. Is this a random thought? Chuck, is this a random thought?
Random thought.
Yeah. Oh, is this like a relationship? No, it ain't no relationship. It's just a random thought, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me play the little random thought thing, and then we can get into the topic.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry.
Yo, I guess it's early in the morning, and it might be a little early in the morning for a live show to have a topic like this, have a conversation like this. But you know what? Let's do it.
Let's do it.
And I'm gonna say this to the chat. Chat, and listen, I want y'all to give me your honest feedback. Do y'all have like a homeboy that swears with every girl moving, he absolutely put it down? Like every lady, like you know how you like, say if you at a business meeting and you going through the visiting company's cafeteria or something, you like you know how you go to meet like either clients or investors or whatever, and it's like you're in there, say cafeteria or eating area or whatever it is, and it's a lady like walking through, and she just come up and introduce herself like, "Hey, Uncle Freezy, you know, we're glad to have your company here. You know, we've been talking on the phone for such and such. You know, I'm Miss Christy. Hey, Christy, that's you. This is what you look like in real life." And you know how you have the little small talk or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So you had the little small talk, and Christy like, yeah. You thought you know the jokes like you thought I was like you thought I was 900 pounds. It just a little small talk or whatever. Like nah. You email somebody, you never know who it is. You're having a small talk and whatever. And Christy's like, well, hey, what are you guys gonna do? For such and such. And I don't know. We just here in town. We don't know what anything is. And she'd be like, well, stop by the desk before y'all leave. Right. And as soon as she walk off, Steve like, yo, I'm smashing that, right? What? She's like, yeah. I'm not gonna. Man, I get in that thing. She be making these kitty cat sounds. Oh. DSJ, you got a friend like that? South BK, you got a friend like that? That swear they smash everything moving. It's your homeboy with the unnecessary. It's your homeboy that has the unnecessary amount of lotions and Carmex in his car.
Yeah,
like you can't even put your cup in the cup holder. You're like, oh yeah, man, that's my chapstick, man. Let me get my. How many days of chapstick you got? You know what I'm saying? You need to see a dermatologist, B. You know what I'm saying? Yo, hey, Robert Pa's in the building. What's good?
Salute, Robert Pa.
Y'all got. I'm asking y'all. It like, do you have that friend that is like, no matter where you go, he swears up and down that man, Christy came by my desk. I heard the heels on the carpet coming my way, and she stood at the desk and asked to borrow my stapler. So you know what that means in office talk. She asked to borrow my stapler. She wouldn't have walked all the way from her department, you know what I'm saying, and walked 7 hours over and made a left to come to my cubicle to ask for a stapler. You know what asking for a stapler means? No, I'm naive, bro. I'm young. I don't know what borrowing a stapler means. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think she came all the way over here to borrow a stapler, Uncle Freezy? Ain't nobody else had one? I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe Chuck. So I have friends, like I have these friends, bro, that like they legit, and I'm not gonna get X-rated with it, right? I'm gonna be respectable, but at the same time, I gotta share this thing. Like, I have homeboys that's like, you go down to the cafeteria and y'all get your omelets or whatever, and your omelet regular size, and his omelet is huge. Like, what the fuck? Damn. Yo, that omelet. Yeah, that omelet about big as a frisbee. Like, yeah, you gotta know people, Uncle Freezy. All I know is I paid $4 for mine. You better pay $20 for that. And like, nah, bro, I paid $2 for this. How the hell you get an omelet that big? You paid $2. She asked to borrow my stapler, man. So what the fuck? What? Chuck, you got a homeboy like that?
I had a homeboy like that, yeah, for sure.
That's where they sex and everything.
Yes. And that particular homeboy was like one of the first people I met in the Carolinas.
Okay.
We met on a basketball court. Like, at this particular time, like, basketball is everything.
Everything, bro.
Like literally, like if let's say you was from the Ville, like the guys from the Ville came with their 5.
Right.
Like when they came to the court, they came with their 5. So you come to the court with your 5. If you don't, there's a great chance you're not playing. You're gonna be spectating all day.
All day.
And it'd be serious.
Yeah.
Like it's serious. And I met him at the time he had a Mercury Topaz.
Oh, he had a whip.
Yeah, he had a whip. Like he was one of the first people, you know, at the age of like 15 with a whip. Not borrowing his parents' car, none of that. It was his joint. It was a tan Mercury Topaz. And I was like, oh, he got a car already? And very first conversation, he was like, yeah, you need to hang with me so I can show y'all New York boys how we be getting that thing down here. I was like, well, getting that thing?
Okay.
Okay. And me and him roll me and him roll every day after that. And every conversation was, yo, I be putting it down.
Yeah, everywhere you go, you saw them girls. She put them extra napkins in the bag, right? You know why? Ain't it? Yeah, you know why she put them extra napkins in the bag, right? No. Why did she put the extra napkins in the bag?
Because you ordered a Monster Burger. That's why she put extra napkins in the bag. Like that thing is gonna be all everywhere. Nah, man, you don't understand. But I'm gonna give him his credit. I'm gonna give him his credit for the most part. It was true.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But then a lot of it, he was putting sauce on it. A lot of it, he was putting sauce on it because it was a couple females that I ran into, like, not with him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, hold up, Shorty trying to give me some play. Like, nah, I don't get down like that. And I'm like, nah, man, you deal with my mans in them, and I don't really what? Yeah.
Yeah.
You deal with my mans. Like I can't, like I don't get down like that. There's too many other girls around here for that.
Yeah.
Who told you that? Oh man, well that's the word. He told you that, didn't he? Nah, he didn't say that. I'm just me and him ain't never did nothing.
Oh. Okay. Wow. Okay.
So he going around telling people? If I were him, I wouldn't be telling nobody. I'm like, wait, what you mean?
What?
Shorty called him 5 pumps. I was like, 5 pumps.
Oh.
And now I got 5 pumps. Come on, don't do my man like that. Like, don't do him like that. Like, he ain't dragging your name through the mud. Like, you came up talking that talk, and I'm like, yo, chill. Like, I don't mess with my man's gut. Like, even if you his side chick, like, we not getting down and doing nothing. Like, not his girl. That boy begged me for months. And I said, fine. Ain't 5 pumps. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But out of all of what I've just said, he's definitely been in situations. I can attest. There are situations I had to tip my hat to him, like, get the out of here.
Yeah.
There was, oh man, about to say her name. There was a teacher. There was a group of teachers that came in. They were all young, like 25. They were supposed to be like doing, it was like a class for for them to get their teacher's license. Yeah, so they had to come and like teach.
Yeah.
Or be like aides or whatever the case may be.
Right.
And I remember that morning when she walked through the cafeteria, everybody thought she was a new student. Yeah. And everybody was like, yup. Got to be the first one to get to her, because if you're not,
yeah,
it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Come to find out, she a teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that.
Yeah.
Bro, you're not gonna get that.
Right.
Like, if she was a student, for sure. But she a teacher, man. You're not gonna get that.
Right.
It took him 2 weeks.
What? Wow.
It took him 2 weeks.
Wow.
2 weeks.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yo,
I was like, yeah. But-
that's crazy.
Yeah, man. Salute to him. But yeah, he was definitely that homeboy like that. You get in his car, like, yo, you got cocoa butter, Vaseline, and Carrie lotion. Like, why?
Yes.
Why?
Yeah, right. It's disturbing to me. I'm like, yeah.
Nah, but you should see him. You should see him get like, yo, he'll put all that in his hand, and it had his like white sticky thing. He just put it on. I'm like, yo, nah, man. First of all, it's 95 degrees.
Yes.
And
And that stuff gonna be all in your shirt. And it always be like a dude that be in shape. You know what I'm saying? Like a dude that be like, you know what I'm saying, got the body to go with it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't hating, bro, because I had, man, I got homeboys that's kind of like that now. Right? I don't get out as much after COVID, bro. I don't really get out and do events and stuff no more. I don't hardly mostly I just be here. Right?
Mhm.
But bro, I got a homeboy, right? And he told me, he was like, yo, big dog, I promise you, I'm gonna knock that all the way down right there. Right? So, wait, knock it all the way down to the ground? He's like, yep. And so I was like, okay, whatever. I had known the lady for a while. She one of us, she frat, but she's sorority, you know what I'm saying? She, you know what I'm saying? She don't mess with like no common dudes. Like common dudes ain't get ready to come up and, you know what I'm saying? Like no ordinary dude get ready to holler. You know what I'm saying? She got a standard. You know what I'm saying? Her father is Dr. Such and such and such. And
Yeah.
she is working on being Dr. Such and such at the time. Well, now she is, but
Yeah.
anyway. My man's is like an ordinary dude. He not frat like us. He ain't schooled up like us, like all these college years. He ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? He ain't official tissue. He don't come from nowhere. He just a dude. So we at a function and I see him talking. He got the cup up, drinking something, whatever he's saying, spitting. I can tell. Chuck, listen, I'm older, bro. I know when somebody is gaming. I know when somebody's spitting game, and I know when they just talking.
Right.
Like you know how you be at an event and you just talking. You be like, damn, these finger sandwiches dry as hell. You know what I'm saying? like you just talking, right? You know, you just talking
Right.
or whatever. Like, man, I wish they hurry up. So they said they was gonna start at 6, man. It's 6:27. You know how you do, you just be talking, right?
Right.
And then when you spit and when you talking, when you trying to holler, you like, you saying something like whatever it is. So anyway, he over there spitting, and I go over. Hey, y'all, what's going on? How y'all? They're like, hey, Uncle Freezy, what's happening? Blah, 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 blah. She asking me like, hey, man, how your mom? And you know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. He looking at me like, hey, man, what's wrong with you? You got to pee or something? What's the matter with you? What's the matter with you? You double park, motherfucker. I'm supposed to be. It's like if Chuck see me, if Chuck is in the spot and he's spitting, right? He trying to, and he frustrated that he ain't getting nowhere. And then I walk over there and I'm like, hey, Chuck, what's good? Chuck like trying to give me the look like I'm working on something,
Yeah.
So that's man, I peel out you know what I'm saying, and go do the room thing, like, you know, shaking hands and you know, dapping everybody up and hollering, telling jokes, whatever. Being who I am, I'm gonna just be myself, right? Just you know, these things, man. I'm there for a good time, right? Like me,
Right.
if I'm coming to have fun. I ain't coming just to, you know what I'm saying? So that's me. So people just gotta deal with it. Whatever. So 2 weeks later, I'm at the gas station pumping gas, and I hear the horn blowing, bam, bam, bam. Like, what the fuck is that? And my man pull up behind my car like the damn Dukes of Hazzard. Slamming on brakes, he jump out the car like, oh, I think it's a drug buster. So, hey, easy. He like, yo. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean, Uncle Freeze? Stop playing. You gonna pay for my gas? No, I ain't paying for your gas. You know what I'm saying? Guess what? No, man, I'm at the gas station, bro. I don't have time for guessing games. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah. You told me she was untouchable. She touchable.
Yeah.
So this is what he say to me, right? I'm like, what? He like, yeah, man. We go in. You know what I'm saying? She asked me to come over. I went over, and as soon as I heard her behind the door, and she opened the door, and she ain't had no clothes on. I was like, what? Yeah, she ain't had no clothes on, man. So as soon as I come through the door, man, she started tearing off my clothes, man, and jumped like all over me, man. And I was making her make sounds, bro, that it sound like a crime scene was happening in there. I'm surprised nobody called the police. She was doing this thing with her arm. Her arm was straight up in the air, and she was like shaking her arm and all this stuff, man. And we had rolled off the thing on the floor. I kind of bruised my hip a little bit, but I was like, man, I'll take that for this. You know what I'm saying? And she jumped all over him on the floor and was doing her thing. And, and then she thought it was over. I was like, nah, I didn't come over here for that. I came over here for this. And he tells me about the putting it down part. Like, nope, we're going to do this nice and slow. Because she got her part in. He's like, but nah, now it's my turn. So he takes his time, doing the caressing her body, kissing her slow, all these. And listen, if you're a kid, go back. You homeschooling right now. He's going to be homeschooling. So he, you know what I'm saying? He doing these things, and he turned over and he does this trick. So he got this thing. He tell me, he like, yo, I go in, I go get a can of peaches out her thing. Like, hey, yeah, how the she had peaches? He's like, I was gonna find something, but anyway, and do his thing, and like he's explaining all of this stuff to me graphically, like everything. Like, man, her body is so perfect. She is, man, underneath them old lady clothes, bro. She looked like she got a gymnast body under there. Like, yeah, I was like, yeah, I know she work out, man. You always see her going to the gym. He's like, nah, I'm talking about underneath them granny clothes she be wearing, bro. And I was like, for real? He's like, bro, I'm telling you. You know what I'm saying? So she had jumped on him for the quickie. Then he's like, nah, I ain't letting you get away like that. Right. And so he talking about how it was like 45 minutes, an hour of him just, And so this week, so I see her the next day and I turn my head like I'm trying to laugh. I can't look at her. Right? You know how you have like a certain level of respect for somebody,
Right.
and then when you find something out, you're like, oh Jesus.
Oh.
So then she like, hey, everything all right? It's like, yeah. And me, like I'm trying to get some info because Chuck, listen, I get intel not to spread rumors or gossip, but to laugh.
Yeah,
So
good
like,
inside joke, man.
Yeah. So I'm like, you look different. You not business casual today. You look like. She's like, what you mean? I'm like, yeah, you look busy. You look churchy every day. Today, you got your sundress on. You out here. She's like, yeah, man, I'm feeling different. And I was like, yeah, I imagine so. And she's like, she was like, he told you, didn't he? I was like, yeah, he told me. He told me. And she was like, well, I hope Skeeter didn't lie. She called this.
She called him Skeeter.
Skeeter.
I don't think y'all understand what Unc just said. Oh man, that's one thing you don't want. A Skeeter.
She called him Skeeter. I was like, what'd you say? She's like, yeah, I hope Skeeter ain't tell no lie. We too grown for that. I was like, oh. I'm gonna call him right now. She's like, no, don't do that. I was like, yo, I got to call him Skeeter. No, don't call him that because he's gonna know where it came from. Yeah. And I was like, I bet you he will. Right? So Chuck, I see him. So he pulls up, and so I think we at the church. He pull up behind my car, like the Dukes of Hazzard. It's a Sunday morning, Chuck. It's a Sunday morning.
Perfect.
About 9:30. He pull up in the churchyard. In the church. I see her. She walking towards the church with a cigarette. I'm like, I didn't know this bitch smoked. He pull up behind me, I'm like, yo, what is that? He's like, so I'm like, no, stop lying, Skeeter. You better not be lying. You gonna get us struck by lightning. You out here lying on the church ground. You're like, and so Chuck, so you know me, I'm like, well, she told me something different. He like, she told you something different? What'd she say? Well, what y'all do, y'all grown, but she called you Skeeter. The face.
I know. His soul left his body.
Yo, I'm like, yo, we at church. You already dressed for a funeral. You may as well just go ahead and lay on the ground. He's like, yeah. Now, mind you, he just a regular dude, and she not high society, but kinda. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not high society, but
upper middle class.
Yeah, she got that mindset.
Okay.
But I saw her so I don't know who lying. And usually I mind my business because I know she don't smoke, but all of a sudden she got a pack of cigarettes. So I don't know if Skeeter is accurate or you know what I'm saying? Yo, oh my God. So my man was like, yo, Uncle Freezy, have I ever lied to you? Yes. Okay, not that stuff. I'm talking about big stuff. Have I ever lied to you about important stuff? Yes. No, I mean, yeah, I'm talking about important stuff. He's like, bro, I promise you, I will call her over here right now. I don't care about her. I'll call her over here right now. So call her over here. That you ain't putting me on the spot. Y'all the one that's bumping uglies. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the one doing the hibbity jibbity. Not I ain't got nothing to do with it. I'm only here for the jokes. I'm only here for the jokes, bro. That's it. So she come over, and Chuck, guess what she say? Hey, Skeeter. Chuck, I turn and look him in his eyes, and I swear his soul is snatched. Right? Snatch that man's soul out. She's like, hey, Skeeter, you coming by later? And I'm like, oh, snap. This might be, but both of them might be right.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the time, I can't believe it. I'm like, okay. She was messing with somebody. She kept it absolutely under wraps.
As it should be.
Absolutely under wraps. Absolutely under wraps. But she said in front of me, or asked him in front of me, is he coming over later? So I already know what that means. Soon as the pastor let the church out, soon as the pastor let the church say amen, they going straight to the apartment.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, man. She called him Skeeter. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God. What's going on, Chuck? I don't know. What's going on, man? I don't know. But he told me that he was putting it down, and clearly that's the case.
Yeah, clearly. Clearly. He's definitely doing something, because if it wasn't that, she wouldn't have been asking him if he was coming over.
Yeah. And and so we live down south, and so I cleaned it up. I told the mainstream version.
Oh, of course.
I didn't tell the country version, because you coming by, I'll be over directly. That's basically how they talking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man. So chat, y'all got homeboys that do that. I know that the city cats got homeboys that got that going on. Right?
Oh, for sure.
Like every crew has a player in a circle. You know what I'm saying? Or the wannabe player in a circle.
But what I found that there are more wannabe players in the crew than actual players. It might be one. Like, God, her too. Yeah, man. I knocks him down. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. But yeah, most of the cats that I've encountered, the ones that are extremely vocal, 9 out of 10 times they full of fluff, and that's just how it goes. Hey man, you see them girls over there? Yeah, go over there and holler.
Yeah,
man, I ain't going over there by myself.
Okay.
Okay. what was the point of you bringing them up? What was the point of that? But yeah, man, definitely. I had a couple homeboys that was just, man, God. Obi-Wan, teach me your ways. Like, how you doing this? How you pulling this? I remember getting very bad advice from one of the guys that worked on matter of fact, it was my uncle's cousin, who was like the world class screw up.
Okay.
And like,
yep, got some of them too. Yep.
like he be having great jobs, right? Paying boatloads of money, and he mess it up because he be hitting the can. Like he be hitting the can. Like he hit the can so bad. One day we were working somewhere. But anyway, he dropped me off early.
Oh boy.
Right? And he was like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna run to the house and I'm gonna get something to eat, and I'll be back to pick you up directly." Right. I said, "Okay.
I'll be back directly." Yep.
I'll be back directly. I said, "All right." So I done ate. I'm sitting on the porch. I'm waiting. My aunt was like, Jay Bird came back yet? No, he ain't come back yet. Long story short, he done pawned all the tools off the truck. And he's somewhere hitting the can.
Yeah.
Now, he shows up the next morning, right? With the story that he got pulled over by the highway patrol without his driver's license, and they locked him up. And I was like, "And you out
this early?" Okay.
in the morning?
Okay. Bond. He must have been the first person on bond hearing. He must have been person number one.
Man, he was lying, man. The renter center place where you go, rent tools and stuff. They called. And it was like, it was talking about my aunt, and it was like, "Yeah, y'all got to come down here." Like, Jay Bird came and sold all the tools. I mean, all of them.
Right.
There was nothing in the truck. So anyway, I have to now be like I'm not the designated driver, but it's to keep an eye on this dude. Like, he do good work,
right? But
he get distracted. And we were working at this lady's house in Edisto. And no, not Edisto, Irmo. Yeah.
I used to work by Irmo, St. Andrews Road. Yeah.
Salute. They were getting an addition add on to their house, right?
Okay.
So that particular day we were cleaning up the shingles. We were cleaning up all the stuff because they didn't have the dumpster. So they just threw all the stuff in the yard.
Yeah.
Right. So we had to go clean up the yard because the people that own the house, their daughter was having a sweet 16 and they needed the yard to be clean. So we went back up there and we're loading up the truck, throwing stuff in. And Jay Bird goes, man, that girl, they're thicker than cold peanut butter there. Man, you better go in there and talk to her. I said, yeah.
About that.
Like, I got tar on my bike beater.
Right.
I got ant bites all on my arm.
Yeah.
Because I'm picking up shingles like this. And not knowing ants done got all under there. I got ant bites all over. I'm like, man, I ain't going over there.
Right.
He said, man, you better go over there, man. That girl done came to that door like 4 times.
Right.
So I go and I talk. She invited me back to the party. Ain't nothing happened other than, just small talk conversation, right? We get in the truck. He said, hey man, you put that whammy on
her? Damn, that was fast. Okay.
I was like, wait, what? He was like, man, you ain't put the whammy on her? This fool stops in the middle of the road. We got a trailer behind us full of old shingles and 2x4s, and he slams them like, man, we going back to that house, man. You was supposed to knock that down. What's wrong with you, man? He said, nah, man, we going back to that house. We going back to that house, man. You better go in there and do something.
Right.
I ain't going there and do nothing, man. I was like, man, let's go home, man.
Yeah.
And the next day, everybody loading up their trucks. Everybody getting ready, finding out where they're going for the day. Nephew, come in. Man, Jay Bird told me you was talking all that trash, and then when it was time for you to put up a shut up, man, you fold up like a lawn chair.
Oh man, the old school aluminum lawn chairs with the vinyl wrapping on it. Yes. Damn.
I said fold up like a lawn chair. I was like, hold up, man. He ain't telling the story right, man. Me and the girl only talked for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she was interested, but she gave me like a flyer for the party, for her little party. Asked me if I was coming back, that type of thing. But man, that girl wasn't giving off no rhythm like I was supposed to hit that. And two,
yeah,
I was only going there to tell her we were getting ready to leave.
Yeah.
I came out less than 10 minutes. I was scared to knock it down. I was like, man, come on, man. When I tell you them fellas robbed me that day.
Yes.
Oh, New York City. Oh, New York City freeze under pressure, huh? Uh-huh.
New York City scared them country gal. New York City afraid them country gal.
I say, hi. Man, listen.
Yeah, man.
But I was like, man, the audacity of this guy. I was like, yo, man, not even the audacity to even say, like, yo, I was supposed to hit that. Man, she been to the dope 4 times looking at him. I told him, I said, man, I got this. Go in there and talk to her. I said, man, nah, man. Let's just do the work. Get on out of here, man. That girl ain't.
Yeah. Hey Chuck, I'm with them, bro. New York City afraid of that country gal. I'm with them, Chuck. I'll just mess around. With you.
Hey man, I can't even to be honest. Yeah, it was a little intimidating.
Yeah.
It was a little intimidating, but I wasn't on my like. If we had just got to the job, man, I was all dirty and dusty and sweaty. Got ant bites all on my arms.
Right.
And that is the worst. I don't think y'all understand being bit by them red ants.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I know it.
I had that water hose on me. That ain't did nothing.
Nothing.
Did nothing.
Nah, you gotta wipe that thing down.
Go to the spricket, man. And get over there and spricket, man.
That ain't gonna do nothing. You gotta wipe that thing down with alcohol.
Yes.
You ain't got that. Ain't gonna do nothing. Them boys, they don't know. They country tough. They don't know. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
And so,
mm-hmm.
so let me ask this. So because you've been to a lot of places, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it easier to talk to a lady from the country or a lady from the city? Chat, y'all gotta help me with this. Is it easier to holler at a lady from the country or a lady from the city?
I would say when I was a teenager, it was definitely easier to talk to girls from the South. But in my 20s, 30s, it was definitely easier to talk to girls from a bigger city, for sure.
Okay. I noticed the chat got quiet. It must not be. Do we have anybody in the chat with game? Is that what happened, Chuck? They learning from you. The chat got mad quiet. The chat like, you ain't gonna get me in trouble, Uncle Freezy. You ain't gonna get me in trouble. Yeah, man.
I kind of agree with that too. So I think it depends if she country or hood. Country or hood, like they the same. They be the same. Like the hood girls are the same. It don't matter where they from, man.
Yeah.
It don't matter where they from. If they live in the projects or they living in a double wide trailer in a trailer park, they be the same
thing. It's the same thing. I mean,
yeah.
You know. Yeah, man.
Down south is a little slower in my opinion. Like down south, I learned courtship. Because you had the court back then, you had the court. I remember getting a shotgun pulled out on me. Who you here to see?
Right.
No. I don't know where you from. But we don't do that down here.
Right.
You can't just show up to people's house.
Right.
Like I had to meet, well, she was living with her grandparents at the time. So I had to have a conversation with the grandfather, conversation with the grandmother. For the first 6 months, all we could do was sit on the porch.
Right.
And then finally, the grandmother allowed me to come inside. I could sit at the kitchen table.
Yeah. So they can.
That was it.
So everybody in the house can see you. Make sure you don't make no false move.
Yeah, absolutely. And I was like, golly. But yeah, man, I learned courtship, man. A lot of people skip that whole phase of courtship, getting to know someone, finding out their quirks, and idiosyncrasies and things of that nature. Everybody just jumped straight in the.
But I don't know. I think I kind of disagree. I think the city girls are more open to hear that slick talk. You know what I'm saying? If you fly, you know what I'm saying? You fly dude, kind of confident, kind of halfway take care of yourself, clean, whatever. City girls, yo, you can have, and I'm not a proponent of having many girls, right? But being active, being around, you know what I'm saying? I think being in the city is easier. Like in the city, you can be, bro, in the city, you can have like, I mean, you can go from like block to block, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like little, you know what I'm saying? You know, in the country, the word of mouth travels so fast. Everybody be in your business.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you can't even, you know, because you be in the store. Say you be in the Piggly Wiggly, just, you know, picking up something for your grandma or your auntie or something, and say you see, you know, Taisha in the store. You like, and you say something out the way to Taisha, like, "Hey, F them groceries. Come on with me. You what I came in the store for. Come on, let's go." Why stop it? You know all these people in here. Look at all these people in line. You know what I'm saying? Just something, right? In the city, you and then you in there talking to Taisha and the Piggly Wiggly. By the time you get home, with your auntie stuff, she wants you to pick up like 5 pounds of green peanuts, and she wants you to pick up ground beef. The Piggly Wiggly got the meat on sale. She giving you coupon. By the time you get back, your auntie like, "Hey, what took you so long?" Like, "Hey, easy, auntie, easy." She like, "Well, if you wouldn't have been in there hollering at Taisha, we'd have already been eating."
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh Lord.
But in the city, you don't get that. Chuck, you must not know nothing about a small town in South Carolina, bro.
That's not true.
I'm sorry. Chat, listen, man.
It's the worst.
You can't do nothing. Everybody know everything. Hey, you know, I seen Uncle Freezy call over there at the meet.
Oh my God. Oh, I hate that.
They will call your phone. Soulfinger. I have been in the meat market minding my business. My phone ring. I pick, "Hey, yo, Why you over there, man? Pick me up 5 pounds of that smoke size. What? How you know? You got a GPS? Nah, man. What's the name? Them told me they crossed the street. They told me they saw you pull up. Chuck, it's so bad right now. It's so bad right now. You can't go nowhere, right? And don't have a car. Don't have a car.
Oh boy.
Like, don't have a whip that stand out.
Yes.
GI, don't have a whip that stand out, bro. If you got a whip,
yeah,
man. You know, Uncle Freezy over here in South Florence, you know, and they you know what I'm saying, blah, blah, boom, boom, boom. And then they call you they text, and then I get a text, WYA, and I'm typing back, why? Such and such seeing you over. If you over there, man, can you pick me up something from Chick-fil-A? What? Chuck is bad, boss. It's bad.
It's the worst, man. Like I couldn't wait till I got my first car, because I was like, yo, I'm dealing with all out of town girls. They're gonna be from not my town, because every little thing you do, there's someone that sees. I don't care what time in the morning you think you creeping, somebody sees. In a small town, and you get a car, everybody know that's your car.
Right.
Man, I see that little white piece coming down the dirt road.
Yeah.
You thought nobody could see you because you had the lights off.
Right.
God.
But you got elevators turned down low. Coming down the dirt road, you got the dome light off. You got your low lights on. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You got your head. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You creeping. You creeping, man. When you start messing with that, oh, I ain't messing with that, man. I see your car.
That'd be the talk, though. Like when you wake up in the I'm talking about when you get up in the morning. I mean, early in the morning. I'm talking about like 11:15, 11:30. You get up, man. You go outside, man. People be in the yard talking. You're like, what? How y'all? Chuck, and so it gets so bad that our people that work overnight, like the ones that work over, like Big Tanya work at the Waffle House.
Right. I
went, no lie, it was me, my brother friend, and a bunch of they friends and me. He like, come on, man, we over here at the Waffle House, whatever. So by the time I get to the Waffle House, I'm looking at my phone. Hey man, you at the Waffle House, man? Bring me back one of them waffles. Bro, I ain't even got there yet. And how do you know? Matt and Big Tanya told me.
God.
Yo, it's like trying to outrun the police, bro. You know how hey, GI, you know, Soulfinger, you know how they say you can't outrun the radio, you can't outrun the police because of the radio, right? You can't outrun the radio.
Right.
Bro, now Chuck, this Waffle House legit is about 40 minutes away from my house. Right? Bless you. But listen, it's about 40 minutes away from my house, bro. It's crazy. By the time I get to the Waffle House, Big Tanya was like, you gonna take him to Waffle or what? What?
Y'all done had a conversation? God.
Yes. Yo, and so that's why I feel like people like the city, because in the city you can be one in a number and you get access to a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
In the country, everybody know everybody. Everybody know everybody. Big Tiny like, hey, let me know when you're ready to leave. Then that way I'll put the waffle on. What? I ain't never told this motherfucker I was gonna take him no fucking waffle. You want me to drive 30 minutes? Okay. So to my house, it's like two turns, but a long road, right? Like you take one road for like 8 miles, you make a left, and then you take another road by about another 7 miles, and then I'll be home, right? They want me to go out my way back the other way, and then come back around and drive through the city and go home. Are y'all crazy for a waffle? Man, why you ain't gonna bring it, man? I got my Chuck, don't they kill you with, man, and now I done had my mouth all taste up for a waffle and you ain't gonna bring it?
It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. Fix your mouth. It ain't my fault. Man, my mouth fixed too. Well, unfix it then.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
That was the only thing about the South that I didn't like that, man. Like, God, everybody knows he God.
Yeah.
So a quick story, right? Just how nosy a town is, right? It was this young lady. She didn't stay too far. She didn't stay too far from me. Very, very attractive, but her family had a name. You know how people like, oh, y'all better be careful of Johnsons, be careful of them Williams, whatever. Right. So their family had a name. They'll get drunk and fight, right? And so there's about 12 girls, sisters, cousins, they all be together, right?
Right.
And one in particular, I was like, yo, who is that? Oh man, that's one of them green girls, man. I don't think you ought to mess with that. They fertile. Okay. All right. So I want to holler, but I already made the cardinal sin of asking who she was. Now they know that I do have interest in who she is, right?
Okay.
So now I'm getting the 411, unsolicited 411. Right. Yeah, man, they walked past the pool hall today, man. Who? You know who? Who you asked about the other day?
Right.
Oh boy. Here we go. Finally, I'm gonna cut the story down. I'm gonna cut it down. So finally, we started kind of hanging out without other people, right?
Okay.
Because the way in was one day we was at the pool hall shooting pool, bunch of people. It was a summer day, and they decided they want to have an impromptu cookout. All these girls are PA, public assistant girls, so they got food stamps.
Right.
And we went and got bushels of crabs. We got all kinds of chicken. Yo, we having a cookout. In the middle of the week, it ain't nobody's birthday, just having fun, right?
Right.
So we making eye contact, talking here and there, because every time we say something, it was just always eyes locked on us. And I'm like, God. So she whispered to me, she was like, yo, when everybody leave, come back. Bet. So I wait, I go home, and I come back. I don't come back up the main highway. I come down a little dirt road, and you cut across, and there's another little dirt road, and I'm taking the long dirt road around, right?
Right.
Pull up to the back, get out, go in or whatever. Do my thing, hang out until the sun started to come up. And I was like, all right, I gotta go. Because I gotta go because the sun come up, you can see my car coming down that dirt road.
Right.
So I get out of there, go home. Maybe about 2 hours later, I get a knock on my door.
It's your cousin.
It's my aunt.
It's your aunt, okay.
Me and your uncle want to talk to you. So I'm thinking it's about cutting grass, or I got to drive the truck today because somebody done lost their license because they ain't pay their child support, or whatever the case may be, right?
Right.
So I get there, it's my aunt, my uncle, my grandma, my other aunt, my older cousin. Hey, I heard you was at the Green Girl house last night. Huh? I mean, they had a cookout earlier. We was up there early. I see you leaving off that dirt road this morning.
Right.
You know them girls over there fertile? You know them girls, and them girls look at somebody and get pregnant. You better not be messing with that. I said, oh my goodness. And sure enough, because somebody saw me, they for me to be on that dirt road other than going over there. Because I don't go over there ever. They ain't never seen that car on that dirt road. But they saw my car. It was like, call the house. And I said, you know what? I'm done. No more in-town girls. Because when a mouse can fart in the corner and everybody in the town know 2 seconds later.
Right.
Like, God, dog. My aunt was upset. She was upset.
But hey, but listen, so that's the country part, right? What about the city girls? City girls don't get a pass, right? City girls, what y'all doing?
A lot of be aggressive, bro. You gotta be aggressive, and you the simplicity that someone from the South may be accustomed to, like up here now, man. Down south, man. Applebee's is a good first date.
Right. That's a great first date.
Not up here. You ain't taking the girl to Ruth Chris or Tony Luger's or something like that. You out of luck, bro.
I ain't have that, Chuck. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Maybe it's from a different era. Maybe it's like the 80s. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But and I'm not reminiscing. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, just stuff from the record. That's all this history, right? Like I don't miss it, none of that. But I would be at the bus stop going to Journal Square or something, or going to Newport Center or something, and it'd be like a lady there, and I'd be like, lady, what are you doing out here standing in the cold? Same thing you doing, waiting on the bus. Well, I'm only waiting on the bus because I'm broke. You look like a star. Oh, is that your pickup line? Yeah, if it's working. Is it working? You know what I'm saying? If it's working.
Hold on, guys. I want to say something. Uncle Freezy has an incredible advantage that will work wherever he is. Uncle Freezy is 6'5". He is 6'5". He's leaving that out. You don't look like it because we're doing like the up close and personal.
But when we do the live, y'all will see how smooth.
Yeah, y'all see he's 6'5", so he can absolutely charm him and not even really be put in because he's 6'5". But go ahead.
Yeah, but that's what it is. Like I don't complicate stuff. Even when Janet Jackson was trying to holler at me at that concert, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, tell that story again.
No, I ain't gonna tell it. All I'm gonna say is Miss Jackson.
I want you to get in trouble,
right? But nah, man, simplify, man. Yo, I simplify everything. Just like back then, I used to simplify everything, bro. Like
yes,
we ain't get ready. I'm not getting ready to whip out like a game on somebody who just, you know what I'm saying? Nah, you start, man. I think that the thing with the ladies is, and I'm just going to give this advice, man. First of all, you can be tough, but at the same time, present yourself in a harmless way, right? You can, you know what I'm saying? And you can be a charismatic person, but not sound like a used car salesman at the same time, right? It's one of those things you just have to be that 24/7. If that's not you, that's what you want to be. You got to work on being that. You can't just, you're not going to wake up one day and be LL Cool J. It's just not going to happen.
Right.
Right. I remember dating a girl. Listen, man, I no lie, hand to the man. I was standing on the corner of Fulton and Garfield, and these 3 girls walked by, right? So it was a time when it was like an empowerment thing. It was like everybody was like into like this pro-black woke mindset. Like people were wearing like leather medallions, black medallions on the stuff. And these 2 girls and this one girl named, I didn't want to say her name, but anyway, the other 2 girls. So I stopped them. I'm like, hey, what y'all doing? I hear, walking by yourself. We don't need no man. I'm such and such. All men want is, girl goes off. She sound like Sister Soldier off the rip. So I'm like, hey, nah, easy. Nah, man. All I wanted to do, I know you want something. What you want?
All I want to do is zoom.
So I didn't hit her with that. You know what I hit her with? I didn't hit her with that one. I hit her with, I want a girl with extensions in her hair, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pairs, a Fendi bag, and a bad attitude. That's all I need to get me in a good mood. You know what I'm saying? And the girls start laughing, right? Because she hit me with this thing. I didn't know what else to do. Here I am on the spot. Can't let her clown me.
Right.
So I hit her with that, you know what I'm saying? Like with a little. And so all 3 of them start laughing. We stand right there on the corner of Garfield and Fulton and start talking. What happens is none of them become my wife, but the 3 of us become friends.
Right.
Right. We become friends. Like they call in my auntie phone. Hey, where Uncle Freezy at? He ain't been over here yet. And my auntie be like, that's the 3rd girl today. Auntie, easy. Easy. It's a we like a crew. It's not like I'm messing with 3 girls. And my auntie's like, oh no, girls don't call here for auntie. Calm down. This is before everybody had cell phones, y'all. This is when everybody used the house phone. Remember the house phone in the kitchen with the cord that stretched like 25,000 feet. You know what I'm saying? This is that era. You know what I'm saying? And so the thing is with that, like what I learned by talking to ladies in the city is that as long as you don't present yourself as the guy that's trying to bang their brains out on a second date, the conversation will carry you as far as the conversation carry you. Right. Now, in terms of, guys being scared of the friend zone, what I've learned, especially then, is it's better to have a reputation of being smooth and how to talk to the ladies than to be considered a dog and have your reputation beat you to the spot. Before you even get there, oh no, not him. He a dog. You ain't want that. No. You know what I'm saying? But if you the guy, they're like, oh, he coming. Oh, girl, I got to get dressed up now. You want to be that guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be the dude. Oh, he a dog, man. Did you hear how he did Aisha? Had Aisha crying at work? You don't want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? You want to be the guy that's like, oh, Uncle Freezy coming? Is he bringing his homeboy with him? You want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? The thing about talking to the ladies too is you got to understand who you talking to. Like, yo, if for one, I'm telling you off the rip, and I know this is gonna sound crazy, guys. Just some advice, right? If she ain't absolutely fine and she talking Ruth Chris, I'm sorry, I ain't got nothing else for you. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You want me to spend $200 on you? I'm sorry. We can be friends. We can maybe play spades, but nah. You got to be it, right? You got to have a standard because what they do, Chuck, is they establish the standard first. Right. They like, nah, I don't really date guys from the South Bronx. And you thinking, oh, she ain't dating guys from the South Bronx. Okay, she think I'm broke. Right? Okay. So I'm saying right off rip. I'm saying off the rip, like, yeah, I generally don't date girls from New Rochelle because they tend to be bougie and not down to earth. You know what I'm saying? So now you set the thing like, okay, what's your move? And she's like, well, girls from New Rochelle are bougie because they don't like dogs. And Uncle Freezy is saying, I've loved dogs all my life. I'm a pet lover. And then her move was like, would you say? Yeah. I'm like, what do ladies from New Rochelle have against pets? Y'all don't like dogs? I mean, what's happening? and it's like to see like all these count is move, kind of move, move, kind of move, move, kind of move. And I'm like, yo, listen, man. Listen, Miss Aisha, listen, I ain't even gonna lie to you. Man, it's like 37 degrees out here, and I really enjoy your conversation. I would love to continue this conversation later. And she's like, yeah, or nah. If it's no, I'm moving on. If it's yeah, then I'm like, okay. What time can I call you? I don't want to disrespect your mom's house. So I'm grown. I'm 30. Okay. All right. So what time can I call you? Right. You can call me after 8. I got to do some stuff. You call after 8. They don't never pick up the first time. That's okay. Right. You call after 8, just like they said, they don't answer. And Chuck, you know what I take that as? So what I take that as is not that, she don't want to talk. What I take that as is she don't want to appear to be thirsty. You know what I'm saying? So then you call back. So then you call back like an hour later. And you're like, I called you earlier. You know what I'm saying? She's like, oh yeah, I was busy doing something, rolling my hair. She wasn't rolling her hair. She looked at the phone and didn't answer because she didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? So it's that back and forth thing, man. You know what it is. And GI says fine can be overrated. Now, GI, what I'm talking about, when I said fine, what I probably should have said is together. You got to be together, right? Right. You got to be together. Ruth Chris, y'all know how I can buy you 3 wood for what you spend at Ruth Chris, bro. I can buy you a brand new putter. Right? I could buy a tire for my car for what we spend at Ruth Chris, bro. So for those that and not that I'm being a cheapskate, it's facts. It's facts. You got to have your thing together, man. Or them, I'm saying. Them, they got to have their thing together. All right. You want to do it, man? I see it, Chuck. You want to do it right now? You got a few minutes?
Salute.
Okay, all right, I got you. All right, y'all. So we gonna do a little transition first. We got a brand new segment, man. We want to run out, man. We're gonna keep the conversation going, but first, but before we do that, we want to do this. All right, I'm gonna play a joint. We're gonna come back into relationship corner and chop this thing up. Chuck got a topic, bro. It's fire. All right, y'all check this out.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So I stand up and speak my mind. Oh. Some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, oh, oh,
All right, it's time for a red hot relationship corner. All right, I see the topic. I know that was hey, that song was fire, but let me start the relationship corner thing so we can get this thing cranked up.
Losing time, I'm fading fast. I just wanna make it last. Try to let go of the past. I close my eyes, embrace the blast. Sleepless nights and headache stack. Restlessness to hell and back. What's my purpose? What do I grab? A slippery surface, a heart attack. And sometimes you just gotta believe there's something that'll give you relief. There's something that'll have what you need, what you need. We're broken, it's tragic, we're not all elastic, but maybe there's magic, believe you could have it. And I know of sadness, the anxious and panic, the infinite vastness of all that is blackness.
All right, here we go. Relationship corner. Chuck, you want to introduce it?
Yeah, I came up with the idea when you were just speaking about being cool with women, and having friends so you don't be that guy, right? Can men and women truly be friends? And should you have friends of the opposite sex? Because people say all the time men and women can't be friends.
Deborah Cox said that to RL one time. We can't be friends. We can't be friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it depends on what stage you start at. Right? So if you're talking about Taye Diggs and Nia Long from The Best Man, nah, you can't be friends like that, because there's something in there that makes both of y'all feel like both of y'all are missing something, and y'all are compensating for something. So if it's the Nia Long and Taye Diggs thing, what movie was that? What movie was that? Was that Hopeless? The song Hopeless, like a penny with a hole in it?
So,
what is that? Love Jones? Was that Love Jones? Was that The Best Man?
Like a penny with a hole. That's one of those movies, man. I can't quite get it. Alfred Griffin, Soulfinger number 12. Like, yo, hey, man.
Come on, Alfred Griffin, you got to get on the job, bro.
DSJ. I know,
yeah.
you know.
Alfred Griffin is our Shazam. Come on, Shazam. Love Jones. Okay.
Love Jones.
Nah, I'm talking about the if it's the Nia Long and Taye Diggs thing, right? Like Taye Diggs married Sanaa Lathan, and Nia Long stays single and just focus on her career. You know what I'm saying? Then and you have a friendship like that over the years. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna work, because deep down inside, both of them still want to be together. Taye Diggs want her, and she want Taye Diggs, right? Right? Ain't no harm in that. Like as long as you know. But any moment of weakness between them two, they gon', you know what I'm saying? They're gonna have sex. You know what I'm saying? Basically.
Yeah.
Because they have a love for each other that goes beyond the friendly love. It's not filial. They have an amour that's disguised as filial. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So nah, but if you from day one, like I have friends that are women that's like not even real, like I guess it depends on what kind of friend it is, because we are friendly, like we were friends, and then as time goes on, they get married, I get married. Ain't no thinking about nothing else except being the best husband I can be, you know what I'm saying, and them the same. And I don't know, but in terms of that, being friends, like can she be my best friend? Nah, I don't think so. But if it's just friends in general, You know what I'm saying? Then okay.
Okay. So if you were trying to get to know a woman or date a woman or be in a relationship with a woman and she tells you her best friend is a dude.
Is he gay?
No, not at all.
Nah, we can't. No.
Okay. But they friends.
So
They've been friends since they were knee high till fly.
they can stay that way. They can stay that way, Chuck. But I just can't. Nah.
Okay. So okay.
Nah, because see, that scenario reminds me of that Martha Ambrosia song. Mo, what's that Martha Ambrosia song? Is it Fly Away? Mo ignoring me. I must have made her mad. Sorry.
Oh,
I just can't. I can't. Nah, man. For me, so for instance, if Mo's best friend was a man, I think I would be okay with it, right? If I'm starting all over, Alfred Griffin is Shazam. He said far away. Far away is the name of it.
Far away.
Anthony D is in the building. What's good,
Salute.
AD?
OG.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Nah, I can't. Nah. Personally, so for me personally, I just can't do it because of how I'm built as a person. I'm not saying that it's right, but I understand who I am as a person.
Right.
Right. Like I like the mental entanglement with the woman. I like that because there's like the emotional entanglement. Y'all know what it is. It's the reason why you sit down and watch them long dry ass movies that women like to watch, and you just sit there and watch them long dry ass movies with her. And it's the reason why she sit down with you and sit down beside you and watch the Knicks play, even though she don't know why you hate Tom Thibodeau so much. It's the emotional entanglement. Like y'all go through like some things together. I like that mental entanglement too. Like I like the fact that a woman can stretch you to be the best man that you can be. I just don't want her to be coached into being that way. I want her to figure it out. And it's the same way with a woman, right? I don't, she probably, if I'm being coached, she wants me to be coached by my mother or my sister, but she don't want a surrogate coach, just a friend. Like, nah, man, no, put them black slippers back. Women don't wear black slippers. Go get her some pink slippers. What the hell wrong with you? You gonna buy your girl black slippers? What the hell? She going to a funeral? you know what I'm saying? But it's like if you have like your friend in your corner, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like if your best friend is a girl and you dating, and every time something come up, you don't have to figure out nothing for yourself. I don't know where to get her. Go buy some jewelry. You know what I'm saying? You being coached up by your best friend who's a girl. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the part that I'm saying. I would like to figure out like these things for myself. And then if I get desperate, I go ask my mom or ask my sister. Right. But that's my part of it.
Okay.
Because think about it. You dating a woman, her best friend's a man, right? And she put her move on you and nothing happens. Who would you rather her consult? You or her friend that's a man to get advice about a man? Because she could go to you and be like, hey, Chuck, listen, I tried such and such the other day. You wasn't feeling it. What's happening? And then you were like, what? What's happening? We need to talk. I mean, yeah, but not like that. It's not a sit down. It's just a chat. You know what I'm saying? See, but instead of doing that, she go to her friend that's a man and be like, yeah, I walked in the room. I had this this thing on, and the Knicks was playing the Celtics, and I walked through and with the see-through stuff on, and Chuck ain't paid me no attention. And her friend, well, you probably should have waited to halftime. You know what I'm saying? Waited till the game was over. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now you like,
Okay. See, the reason I ask is because I've asked women that are close to me, and all of them, yes, you can absolutely, men and women absolutely can be friends. I got all these male friends, and I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't. And this is why you don't. Text either one of them and say you looking for the D, and watch the responses you get. Well, what time? I'm on the way. Like those are the types of responses you're gonna get. Usually, if you're a friend, if you're like I have female friends, like really my friends, and guess what? I don't find them sexually attractive.
who's?
They're beautiful, but I don't find them sexually attractive. And I know the real deal behind these particular females.
Okay.
And I'm like, nah, I'm cool.
Right.
But great company. Laugh until you cry. Down for almost whatever. I can always pick up the phone. Yo, you trying to roll? And nothing has ever happened. We situation for something to happen. Because I was like, nah, man, I know who been there, and I ain't going behind them at all.
Hey, but there's a thing to it too, like with the man part. I like in terms of them having. See, the thing is, if it's a man that gives great advice, then I'm okay. Now I don't like it, but I can deal with it. But I don't want to get the vibe that this dude is in the friend zone trying to work his way into something deeper. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no competition. And your
But
girl
that be the case.
But
the case most of the time.
But your girl, but your girl could be like, oh, don't worry about him. He just a friend. But he just like pecking away, trying to break it down slowly over time, even if it takes 30 years. 40 years. You know what I'm saying? 10 years. With me, I'm secure in myself. Like I'm secure in myself, but I don't need additional drama on my plate that's tipping over with drama. I don't need no extra stuff on my plate. You feel me? Like I don't need to be wondering, like, why he always giving you a ride over here? Where y'all coming from? You know what I'm saying? I don't need that. I don't need that extra stuff on my plate. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm secure in who I am, bro. I'm very confident in Uncle Freezy. Very, right? And the reason why I'm very confident in myself is because I failed a lot. I had to pick up myself off the ground a lot. I lost a lot. You know what I'm saying? I've been in these tough situations where I had to depend on myself to improve myself. So I don't say that to sound cocky. I say it because I, as a man, have failed at a lot of things. Right? I have failed at a lot of things, even relationships. Right. I ruined some relationships. It was all my fault.
Yes, sir.
Right? Right? So when I say I'm confident in myself, I'm not saying I was born as Billy D. Williams. What I'm saying is I was born as a goober, booger eater dude that did it. And I say booger eater. Nobody eats boogers, but I say that to paint the picture. You know what I'm saying? You know, Like I failed at a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I told you the story about Patra. I tried to holler at Patra. She called security on me. Like, on me? On me? Really?
On you.
On me. I'm Uncle Freezy. I'm like, Patra, this is Uncle. Look at this. How you gonna turn this down, Patra? You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, nobody even remember who Patra is. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is knowing my backstory, knowing I failed a lot, made a lot of decisions that I thought were good decisions. They turned out to be bad decisions.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? I kind of picked myself up and dusted myself off. I know who I am as a person, and I know what I can take and what I can't take. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so by adding something like that to the equation, which sullies up the situation, I don't know that muddies the water, so to speak. I don't know if I can deal with that. Like, yo, my girl got a flat tire. Think about it. Your girl got a flat tire. You working overtime. She called her best friend to come fix her flat, and don't even call you. She just show up at your house with the donut on the car. Like, hey, can you take me to get a tire in the morning? And you're like, you fixed the donut? Nah. I call Freddie. What? So you ain't even tell me you was on side of the road with a flat tire. Your best friend Freddie came and put the donut on for you. I'm just saying. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing for the ladies. It'll be like you got a best friend that's a girl, right? Right? Mm-hmm. And say you going to shop for your daughter. Your girl working overtime, so you got to get a gift for your daughters. Like you got to go shopping for 4 girls. Instead of calling your wife at work and bothering her, you call your best friend, Sharice. You call your best friend Sharice. She Trini. You know what I'm saying? Trini Sharice, right? And y'all in the mall shopping for your 4 daughters.
Yes.
For your 4 daughters, right?
Yes.
And then everybody that know you is like, yo, I just seen Uncle Freezy. Chuck, now come on, bro. South Carolina, you already. If I'm in the mall with Sharif, Chuck, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, and then it's like the added other stuff, like your friends, the friends of your friends of your friends. I could be like, man, you know good and well, Uncle Freeze and Sharice got a thing going on. They always meet at 6 o'clock at the same spot. You know what I'm saying? They got a thing going on. Hey, come on, Anthony D. You supposed to know those lyrics, bro. At 6 o'clock at their favorite spot, they got a thing going on. You supposed to know this song. Alfred Griffin, you supposed to know this song, bro.
Me and Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones. We gotta go. Yeah. Listen. Okay, the reason I'm asking, cause see how you respond. I still am her friend, right? But at one point in time, we were best friends. Like I've known her and her sister probably since we were probably like single digits, right?
Right.
Cool chicks, raised by a single mom. This is in the South.
Right.
I had to walk past their house to catch the bus, go to the store, whatever. It was unavoidable walking past their house. And they've always been cool. Like their mom, I would cut their grass. Because it's a bunch of ladies. It looked very pitiful, them out there pushing that lawnmower. Right. So I would hop on the ride lawnmower, come down the road. I'll cut their grass. If the toilet was stopped up or septic tank backed up, I'll go down there and I'll fix it. None of us have ever been in a relationship. None of us had any physical activity ever happen. And part of it is because like one of the sisters for the streets. She's always been for the streets.
Right.
You know. So her being for the streets, that was for me.
Right.
Attractive as I don't know what, but you know, it is what it is. Now the other sister wasn't as open when we were younger. She was very conservative, right?
Right.
But she spoiled.
Okay.
Like she's spoiled. So that's an
You
automatic
gotta watch
turn
out
off
for
for
them
me.
relationships too.
Huh?
You gotta watch out. A spoiled girl in a relationship, that's a show. That's a show unto itself.
Bro.
Should you date spoiled girl?
Spoiled, selfish. Like those are traits that I don't want in a girlfriend, bro.
Right. Hey, I'm telling you, and spoiled girl is out there watching this show right now. Like, I hate you, Uncle Freezy. Why you always saying, you know what I'm saying? And listen, if you were and what Chuck just said, you would not even have known. It would not have, they would have went over your head. You know what I'm saying? If you wasn't
Right.
spoiled and selfish, it would have went right over your head. You know what I'm saying? And I know spoiled girls need love too. I know that. Just not from here.
So I wouldn't really have these problems. But you know, their boyfriends be like, yo, this dude over here again. And I remember telling the dude, I was like, well, y'all can cut the grass. Y'all coming over here for box. Y'all might as well cut grass. Like I'm over here cutting grass for free because I don't like seeing these ladies out here pushing these lawnmowers. Like it look crazy because they don't even do it. Yo, if you cutting grass in the South, you cut grass early in the morning. You don't wait till 12, 1 o'clock.
Right when the dew dry,
yeah,
good, perfect.
You perfect, right? But they wait to 1, 2 o'clock in the morning after they done get up and do all this stuff. Now they want to go out there.
Chuck, that don't bother you though.
What?
That they going in the house trying to get this noonie and you outside cutting the grass.
Nah, it didn't bother me because they were my homies. Like their mom treated me like I was a son, bro.
Okay.
Like they all treated me very well. I wasn't there to smash. So them dudes in there getting boxed, that didn't bother me. I know that this grass need to be cut.
Okay.
You got a little girl that runs around in this front yard, and y'all live right next to a they call them bullets. You know the little. So there's always field mice over there, and then you know what field mice attract, right?
Yeah.
So you got to keep the grass cut. That's what I'm thinking. Like I'm not thinking anything else.
Them green snakes, they ain't gonna do nothing, but
you
don't want them around your kids though.
No, right? So, I would cut the grass and other things like again, man, super cool. But the dudes was like, yo, this dude with no shirt on cutting y'all grass? Even their mom's boyfriend questioned me. I was like, hey, bro, you can cut this grass. Y'all over here, and y'all might as well cut grass. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
When this septic tank is stopped up again, you need to go. You need to go get the snake.
It always be a dude named Tyrone.
I want to say his name so bad.
It always be like a dude named Tyrone.
I want to say his name so bad because it's in that vein.
Yeah. Hey, a dude tried to play me like that one time too. Like, basically, I went away for a long time. I ain't gonna say where. I went away for a long time.
Right.
Come back. The girl that I was talking to, she was talking to another dude, and I came back. And so she used to call me like, yeah, can you help me wash my car? And so he would come over. He'd be like, hey, mom, wash my car too. Like, slick out the mouth. Yeah. This was, I ever told you about the no shirt summer?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it was during that time.
Who don't know about it, so you might as well go ahead and tell them. There's those that don't know, tell them.
So it's just real quick. So there was a summer that I was so impressed with the way my body looked. I did not wear a shirt all summer. right? I did not wear a shirt all summer. There was a summer I was so impressed with my body. I was probably doing about 500 push-ups a day, right? And this is the summer where nobody wore shirts, right? This is I think it's the Mariah Carey summer. Me and Mariah go back like babies and pacifiers that summer.
Oh, dog, no lie. Oh yeah, that was
that summer. I got 5 on it. I got 5 on it. That summer, right? No shirt summer. Nobody was wearing shirts, right? So I'm washing her car. It's like a Jeep. It's a Jeep. It's the the SWV song. With all the girls is riding in the little Jeep with the half top on it. This is Suzuki Sidekick. She got like a pink, purplish Suzuki Sidekick. I'm out there washing it. No shirt on. Me and dude pull up. Dude pull up in a. Hey, you remember Sterling's?
Absolutely. The terribly engineered Acura Legends.
Yes.
Because that's what they were. Sterling's were nothing but Acura Legends with bad technology. Right. But go ahead.
Right. So dude pull up with a Sterling, like he flips his keys over, like wash mine too. He's a big dude, Chuck. He bigger than me. He was like a dude, like I think she's trying to replace me with somebody. This dude, like, because he was kind of built like me, kind of, he flipped his keys at me. Chuck, the dude flipped his keys at me.
Oh, word.
Yes. Watch my
car. Oh, I'm valet. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and call me the N-word. Yeah. Chuck, I took them keys and I threw them keys like Peyton Manning across Garfield Avenue over to the industrial lot. And he's like, yo, what the? And I gave him the look. And he was like, yo, you better get your mans. You better get your man. As soon as he say that, I'm like, yeah, he ain't want to do nothing. Soon as I thought, Chuck, if I take Chuck, a grown man take your house keys and throw them down the Ave, the first thing you're gonna do is go to the girl and be like, yo, get your man. So anyway,
Wait.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Nah, man. Nah. This the friend. Nah. You can't have yeah, nah.
Like, oh, don't get me wrong. Like, I've been in a friend zone, like a girl that I've liked, right?
Yeah.
But having a friend, like, I don't like it. I get the friend zone. Like, they cool, but you don't really like them like that, right?
Yeah.
Like those girls, I'm cool with to this day.
Right.
I'm cool with to this day.
But are they your besties though? Because it's one thing being cool and being friends with people, like being friendly and having a relationship with them, friends from way back in the day, whatever. But it's another thing, like, your girl walk in the house and you on the phone with your best friend who's a girl. Every day.
From my point of view, like, I understand boundaries. So for me, they always, like I said, I've always seen them in the scope of being a friend. Like when they have those serious relationships, I make myself scarce because I know a lot of dudes can't handle that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because as a teenager, I used to get that a lot. Like, yo, you messing with my girl? Like, no. Why you over here so much? Or
you be like, hey man, take that A out your chest before somebody
before
EMT be over here putting the air back in your chest.
I had to thump before. Absolutely. Yeah. I had to thump before.
But that's what I'm saying. But if there was no girl boy thing, would it have even happened? That's what I'm saying. Like the necessary, unnecessary part. Like, is that friend that valuable? That's a girl that valuable that I have to thump with dudes randomly.
Yeah. I mean,
because most of us don't want to fight. Most men don't want to fight, bro. You know what I'm saying?
no.
Most men don't. You know what I'm saying? Most men just want to live their life. They just want to be civil, right? They just want to be civil. They ain't about that life, like fighting once a week. That ain't them. They ain't, for the most part, all they want to do is play their music or play their PlayStation and have them a good girl, have them a decent job, man, have them a decent whip, and just exist. But then when you add the extras to it, it puts you in that space where, like, so say for instance, Chuck, like your friend, that's the girl, and her man, that's a man, have an argument and it get heated, and you standing there. What do?
I walk away.
Yeah, some people don't know to walk away. They jump in like, "Why you talking to her like that?" And he like, "This is my girl."
Because I know they're gonna be back together next week.
Right.
Now he can't put his hands on her.
Right.
Can't put his hands on her. Because that goes for any female that I'm with. Like, you with me, like, nah, you gotta go back home the way you came, because you came with me.
Right.
One of the main reasons that got us very close, and my family and close with their family, like I said, it was a single mom that's in my opinion, she was in over her head with certain things.
Okay.
And I could get away with stuff at her house.
Okay.
Like, I could sit on the back porch and smoke.
Right.
And she wouldn't say nothing. Their mom used to drink Coors Lights. I used to kill them things.
Kill them. Hey.
And she wouldn't. She know I'll be drinking them, but she wouldn't get mad. Right. So, like, if I went to a
it ain't nothing but
cookout,
water. It ain't nothing but water anyway.
Yeah, but when you underage, you think you're doing something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
They Coors Lights. But as I got older, that was the thing. Like, their mom, like, when I worked at Food Line Warehouse,
right,
man, I'll go over to sanitation where they got all the stuff. Like, yo, if a box, not the stuff, the contents in the box, but if the box was damaged, they threw it away.
Right.
Yeah. And it'll be like 2 crushed cans and then 48 regular cans.
Yeah.
Untouched. They throw it away. They mark it as waste, throw it away. So I would go.
I'll take
I used
that.
to have Michelob Extra, Michelob Dry, Miller High Life, Old Milwaukee.
You used to have gas. Miller High Life is Miller High Life would legit get a Toyota Tercel from here to Austin, Texas, bro. Miller High Life, you running out of gas, put some Miller High Life in your Toyota Tercel, bro.
You'll be good to go. Not going with so it like their house was my kicking spot. Like, I didn't have to, like, Gang Gang Twins came out with a song years ago, and it was even after I got to know them. But I drank by myself, I smoked by myself, that by my daggone self.
Right.
I learned that very early. Don't take a crew of dudes with you.
Right.
Don't take nobody with you, because dudes are dirty.
Yeah.
If they feel like, yo, she too fine for you, or how you get that, they will be up in there using your name to get something. Man, you gave Chuck something.
Hey, and that's how you know dudes don't have game, though. Why are you
mentioning my name?
Yeah, how you gonna get Chuck the Noonie and then I come over here smelling like Pierre Cardin and you ain't gonna give me none of the Noonie? What? You ain't Chuck.
Oh,
I got
man.
a cousin. I have a cousin like that, bro. Like, man, it's a family affair. Uncle Freezy been over here. I see like this lady that I used to know back in the day named Big Keisha, right? Ain't nothing to it. Don't care. I'm married. Whatever. I'm good. Mo is the best thing that ever happened to me. But Keisha back in the day used to fry the hell out some chicken, bro. Like we be coming out the club. We be coming out the club, shirt soaking wet. And Big Keisha's like, no, you can't have that piece right there. That's for Uncle Freezy. And we're gonna be mad, shuffling their feet. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know how cat be so bad, they pout like they 4 years old. You and Uncle Freezy, y'all make me sick. That's what Uncle Freezy got a girl. You know what I'm saying? You know they just dry snitching. They just mad in the moment. They just snitching like Young Thug on trial or something.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
You know what I'm saying? And so, but nah, man, it's one of them things, man. It's one of them things. Like my cousin to be like, you know, and I'm not saying that I'm not saying, listen, I'm not saying that I had all the ladies. That was never my thing. Having all the ladies has never been my thing. Right. You know, I always, you know, that was never my thing. I always liked the chase. Right. I always liked the chase. I like fishing with a fishing rod. I don't like fishing with a net. To put it plain. You know what I'm saying? And so my cousin liked to fish with a net.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have an older cousin, man. He's probably about 58, 50. So he like 3 or 4 years older than me. Whatever it is.
Right.
Like 2 or 3, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He'd be like, hey, we about to go. Like we about to go to Union, or we about to go, you know what I'm saying, we about to go to Charleston. We about to go to Monk's Corner, or we about to go somewhere. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? I know this, you know what I'm saying? We about to ride out. You want to go? Hey man, when I tell you to pull his car, when I tell you I gotta pee, you better, because he one of the ones like, when he say he going somewhere, he ain't gonna stop unless the car break down or somebody die in the car. And then even then, he still ain't pulling. You know what I'm saying? You be like, yo, hey man, we've been drinking beer for like 2 hours, man. I gotta pee. He's like, hold on, man. We just 45 minutes away. Wait a minute.
Ride for 2 hours, man.
Yes, we've been drinking Bud Light for 2 hours, and then you talk about you ain't gonna stop for another 40. I'll pee in your floorboard.
Because if you were drinking Bud Light, you had to pee an hour though.
Yes. Yeah. Boy, if you don't pull this Escort GT over, boy, I'll pee in your floorboard. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we got a cousin that like kind of would go, because I have a cousin from New Jersey that I grew up with. I ain't gonna say his name, but shout out to him. He know who I'm talking about. Extra smooth dude, man. My mans, we was friends and family and cousins since forever. We used to have these competitions. I'm a year older than him, and we used to have these competitions hollering at chicks, just like we're just like, yo, let's go to Newport Center and just holler at the baddest chick, you know, to just see who could pull who, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So it would be like he would come down, it'd be, you know, I would be down, my cousins would be, you know what I'm saying? And then there's one cousin who like, yo, when we get there, I'm gonna go first because I'm gonna put it down, man. I'm gonna lay it down, then y'all can just come in there after me. And then when the ladies come around, he be like, hey, we're on TV. He that dude. AD, you gotta do. AD, you know somebody like that? Like he swear he's the ladies' man, right? And then when the ladies come around, he like, I like peanut butter and jelly. You get it? You get it?
Kobe.
Yeah. He the one like, yo, I told her I like peanut butter and jelly, and she didn't even get what I was talking about.
I don't get what you talking about, man.
Don't nobody know what the fuck. What the fuck? You talking about peanut butter and jelly? We grown.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. He that dude, right? So
Right.
So we'll go somewhere and say, for instance, I'll give you an example. I'll give you a better example. We went back in the day, we went to go see this movie, Die Hard with a Vengeance. It was like me, my cousin, the one I told you from up top, and my cousin from down here, 3 of us or 4 of us in a whip. Four of us, we riding out. We go, it's like 8 ladies. Right. Mm-hmm. So, we see them in line, right? We see them in line. We over here. My other cousin was like, yo. So I walk over. I just stand in a group. And they look at me like, can I help you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just go stand in their group. Like, you know how they talking like, child, blah, blah, blah. So I go stand in their group. I'm like, nah, man, I'm going to hang out. I'm going to hang out with y'all, man. Y'all see what I'm hanging out with. And I point to my cousin them over. Look, I came up here with them, but I'd rather be over here with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So you get this thing. As soon as we get over there, my cousin is looking thirsty. And she's like, yo, what's wrong with your cousin? He high. Don't worry about it. He high. You know what I'm saying? He look like he gonna kidnap somebody. No, he ain't gonna kidnap nobody. Chuck, this is what the lady telling me, bro.
Oh, God.
Chuck, she like that look like a serial killer.
See, and this is why I don't like taking dudes with me nowhere. I don't like taking them like, yo, what are you doing?
Chuck, she said, yo, your man's look like he a serial killer. Is he going to kidnap us? So I tell Miss Tori, Tori, listen, man, I'm really offended that you picking on my family. One of these days, I'm gonna start talking about your family like that. You know, you want me to start talking about your, you know what I'm saying? But I got a cousin that's just like that. Chuck, it's 8 of us. Think about it. It's 8 of them, 4 of us, right?
Okay.
And we just standing around kicking it. We talking, and then you know how like the group starts splintering up, right?
Right.
Like it'd be a conversation over here, it'd be a conversation over there. Yeah. And then now we talking about who riding with who and all of that stuff to the spot and all the stuff.
Because everybody done chose. Yeah.
Everybody, everybody all comfortable except my. So, and listen, this ain't about prowess. This is just talk. So I'm talking to these 3 girls by myself. We just laughing. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Like the introduction. My cousin, my older cousin, he a player. He gonna pick one. He gonna smash. I already know he just smooth like that. The ladies love him, right? And then my other cousin, the one younger than me, he kind of smooth like that, but he real picky, take his time, right? And so, yo, 69 vibes in the building. What's good? And so Chuck is like, my cousin is over there. He got the girl he want. Bad. He always. And then my other cousin, he talking to these 2 girls over there, right? Right. So it's me and talking to these 3 girls, and we just kicking it, bro. Just kicking it, just talking. It's my cousin, and if you do the math, you know it's 2 other girls, right?
Yes.
Guess what he do? He go stand with my cousin. Man, I'm gonna call him Mac Daddy. He go stand over there with Mac Daddy, and Mac Daddy like,
man, why are you over here?
He called me. He called me. Uncle Freezy, come get your cousin.
What you doing?
Like, no, you the one brought him. You know what I'm saying? My other cousin, the younger one, he ain't gone. And so my cousin, I'm gonna just call him Jungle. My cousin Jungle starts wilding out. He just start wilding out like, man, I hate Columbia Beach. Just Columbia bees are stuck up.
Oh, man. No, don't do that. Yo, I hate that. Now everybody stuck up. Come on, man. Don't mess up the evening being like this, bro. God, don't do this.
Yes.
Don't do this. Hey, man, come get your cousin, man.
Yeah. What are we doing, bro?
What you doing?
What are we doing? And so, in order not to mess the evening up, we got cousins that live in Columbia. I called my cousin. And he was my little cousin then. He, you know what I'm saying? Well, he's still my little cousin, but he about 20 years younger than me, something like that. So I call him. I'm like, yo, come get your mans. So they come get him, and they bring another dude, like my other cousin, and my cousin swap out places. He's like, yo, my cousin walk up. He's like, and this is my polo cousin, the one he wear all polo everything. He
Polo
show up,
down,
he's smelling like
flow.
polo. He got polo everything, polo bucket cap, he all polo. He think his ass Grand Poobah, right? just imagine a skinnier version of Grand Poobah. That's him. That's him. A skinnier version of Grand Poobah. That's him. He show up. He's like, man, all these ladies out here. How can one decide? And you know, the ladies is like, well, you better decide right. You know how ladies talk. They like to be slick with you know what I'm saying? And so they drag. So Grand Poobah stays. Jungle leaves the next day. Chuck, you know what he's saying with us the next day? He telling, like, we are all in the yard drinking Bud Light, Coors Light, whatever. He in the yard talking about, yo, I can't take these nowhere. They don't know how to act in public. What?
N-word what? N-word who?
What? Chuck, he is telling the story. So here's my auntie them is down from Detroit, right? He telling them, like, man, we go to the joint with Uncle Freezy. Uncle Freezy out there with all them ladies. He don't even know how to talk to. He's like, him? Uncle Freezy don't know how to talk? Okay. Now you bugging. Something going on.
Your head.
Yeah, yes. Uncle Freezy don't know how to Uncle Freezy don't never shut up. He always talking. Uncle Freezy a chatterbox. That's what he do. He talk. Like, nah, not yesterday. Yesterday he saw them girls and he was scared. And my younger cousin was like, and he got like that deep Jersey. He just imagine the deepest Jersey accent you ever heard in your life. Think about who got the most Dutch accent in the tri-state area? Who the most Dutch? Who the most Dutch in the because he the most Dutch dude in the tri-state area, right? Who probably got the strongest? Is it Long Island? No. Probably Staten. Maybe Staten Island.
Dutch.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
But the most New York of the New York accents. That's him. So anyway, that's him. He like, yo, if he the one that will him, he talking about me. If it wasn't for him, nobody, yo, you was anyway. I don't know how we got to that, but my point is, my point was to that is I don't know. Maybe I don't know. My point is I'm mad at my cousin for being for having no game.
We have to. That's something that we need to definitely go into depth tomorrow about wingmen with no game. Do you need a wingman?
I think it's event appropriate. I think it's event appropriate, right? Like depends on the event.
No. Let's hold it for tomorrow. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do that tomorrow, man.
That tomorrow.
Hey, we got to do Tom Thibodeau rotation today. It's a game tonight, right? At 7.
Right. Right. We got to talk about Tom Thibodeau's rotation. So, but to put a cap on what we were saying, men and women can't be friends. And if you have a significant, and here's the truth though, we probably shouldn't have no friends at all because Marquise hit on a point in the chat. You got to be careful with people of the same sex being friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's stories about girls trips and guys trips.
Yep.
Yeah. Doing all types of things. So when you're in a relationship, just be in a relationship. Don't have no friends, male or female.
Nah, Chuck, you can't do that, bro.
Because man, let's just. I don't want to get into this because we got to get into Tom Thibodeau's rotations. But your girl has been friends with this woman for years. Then came to the house, then spend holidays with you guys, all this stuff. But they take these yearly vacations together, and what happens in the tropics, stay in the tropics,
right.
They get loose off that goose and start doing different things. I'm assuming the thing that's been going on for years, with folks having secret relationships with their same sex best friend
in the closet,
right
down low.
Because I promise you, man, like I got a great story. This chick, her best friend, like girls, best friends, their mannerisms and how they play with each other and things is different, right?
Right.
But this particular day, we're all downstairs. We're playing spades, man. We got whiting and some grease. We got wingettes and some grease. We got all types of
some light bread and hot sauce. Somebody probably made some pasta salad.
Yeah, man.
Drinks is ice cold.
Drinks ice cold. Having a great time. Music going.
Yeah.
Having a good time. And these two disappear. Right? And we know they disappear because they loud. They loud.
Right.
It don't matter the time of day. It don't matter the venue. They both loud. Together, loud. Wait a minute. Something's off. Where's thing number one and thing number two?
Right. And they dress like that on Halloween too. I know. I got. Hey, I know. I trust. I've been around the block a couple times, bro. I know these things.
So they come back downstairs. I don't want to go. I don't want to string it out. But
one always buy the other a dope present for Christmas. You're like, damn.
They look out for each other. Let me say that for sure.
That's a mighty expensive Christmas gift. What the hell? Yeah.
They come downstairs. Both of their hair is all over the place.
Oh, or in a ponytail.
Right. Like, the hell y'all been doing? Do you know these two heifers said they were having a pillow fight upstairs?
Of course. They was fighting. They was fighting with the pillows. Of course.
I was like, yo, y'all both need to cut it out, man. Like everybody know y'all messing around, man. That's my best friend. We would never. Fast forward 3 years later, they living together.
They living together, bro.
And now they out, and I'm like, you had a whole dude.
You ain't have to hide that from us.
Right. Don't nobody care.
Right.
We peeped this a long time ago, but y'all best friends. Her mom was like, no, they just friends. Her auntie was like, they more than friends, girl. I'm telling you, something.
Yeah. Now my great grandmother would have been like, that old bulldogger. That old hussy coming in like a man. You know what I'm saying?
So
I knew she was strong because she keep opening the pickle jar.
Oh Lord, man.
I knew something was wrong with it because Clarence asked her to open the pickles.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Uncle Clarence couldn't open the pickles, so he asked her to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, you can be friends with anyone as long as their intentions are upfront. You know what I mean? You don't gotta pretend.
Right.
If you like someone and they're not feeling you, get out of there.
Right.
Get out of there because you're setting yourself.
Right.
Then you're gonna be playing that for a long time.
Yeah, man.
You got anything else? Because I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up because we gotta get to those rotations.
I'm not gonna do the Tibbs thing, man. I'll probably do the Tibbs thing later on this afternoon. Got some stuff. I'm gonna do the Knicks morning drive early afternoon and do all Met stuff after that, and then go get something to eat, man, and
Okay.
so I'm gonna take a breather right here and work on some stuff, and then after that, man, I'll come back through with that stuff, man. But Vibesters, man, we appreciate y'all coming through, hanging out with us, just kicking it in the morning times, man. I hope we helping y'all get through y'all early work hours, your early morning work hours. Just, you know what I'm saying? Just passing time, just kicking it with y'all, man. Everybody, man. I hope y'all have a good day. You got something for them, Chuck?
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all coming through. Great conversation. We'll be back here tomorrow, same time, same channel. Until then, Vibesters. Peace.
All right, y'all. Peace.